Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Dave. I'm back in the flesh for another legendary video covering for Friday Night Smackdown for November 22nd, 2024. The following show just concluded after they were live in Salt Lake, Utah, with some great action that took place on the actual Blue brand, leading towards the road to Survivor Series, including the matches for the men's and women's respective Wargames match, with things taking place and shaping up, with characters being involved, more importantly, talent stating their claim when it comes to everything that's going on for Survivor Series. As well, on tonight's showcase, we had Cody Rhodes, the WWE Undisputed Champion, having a face-to-face confrontation with Kevin Owens to discuss the situation that took place, as well as their beef that currently is pending, as it looks like it's a collision course for them to go to battle. As well as on tonight's card, we end up having the United States Champion, LA Knight. He was defending his United States Championship against Santos Excavar in a great match. More importantly, we end up having the situation with a couple of vignettes from Shinsuke Nakamura, who basically is setting his size set directly on the United States Champion, LA Knight. More importantly, we have some women's action on the card tonight, as we have Tiffany Stratton and Candice LeRae. They were in tag team action, taking on Naomi as well as Bayley in women's action. More importantly, on tonight, we have a continuation of the Bloodline storyline Civil War, as will the OG Bloodline find their fifth member when it comes to the war at War Games to battle against Solo Sikoa and his new Bloodline to go to war. More importantly, there's so much more that took place in this show, but I appreciate you guys coming through for this video. But let's go ahead and get into everything that took place, starting off with the Friday Night Smackdown. We kicked things off with Solo Sikoa. He came directly down. He had so much to say. More importantly, he made some claims directly, as he came down with Bronson Reed, Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, and Tonga Loa. They were ready to dominate WWE at Survivor Series. More importantly, they was leading up towards implications to notify Roman Reigns. They can't find a fifth member, surrender at the end of the show and declare to acknowledge him. But we shall see how things turn out, as Michael Cole and as well as Corey Graves hyped us up to get the show underway, as well as last week's recap of things that took place on Friday Night Smackdown. Then we get to the first match of the night, was being a triple threat match of the tournament for the WWE United States Women's United States Championship. As the ladies that was involved, we have Bianca Belair, Blair Davenport, and Chelsea Green, the MVP of the division. She's my pick to become the United States Champion for the women's division. But more importantly, we had so much took place with all the drama that unfolded. These ladies put on a clinic. It was a great match, and I enjoyed everything that took place. Of course, we had a distraction backstage, as we end up having Jade Cargill being taken out by a mystery person, and she was laid out, which led to Jade Cargill being stretched out. But as well as we had Bianca Belair being distracted, leaving the actual match and to attend to her tag team partner. But the winner of the match ended up being no other than Chelsea Green, hitting that beautiful "I'm Prettier" on Blair Davenport to pick up the victory to advance into the next following advancement in the round for the United States Championship for the women's division. More importantly, it was a great win, and I look for her to continue to get better over the coming weeks. More importantly, seeing how things may unfold, as she's my pick when it comes to being United States Champion. When it comes to Blair Davenport, take nothing away from her, but she's been catching the L's way too often when it came to the women's division. Hopefully they got something planned for her, but if not, it's back to catering you go. Cancel Christmas. Then we get to Bianca Belair. She's tied into the War Games for the women's division. Where does things happen when it comes to Jade Cargill? Are they going to take her out? Do they feel like that she's not 100% ready to be in that kind of environment match yet? And are they going to storyline ride her out to have her replaced by Bayley that may take her place? It seems like that's going in that direction, but I'm not sure yet, because Bayley was in tag team action with Naomi through the course of later on in the show. Then we get to the United States Championship match. LA Knight taking on Santos Excavar. And a great match. There was a lot of back and forth for everything you could have got for out of it. LA Knight was able to secure the victory. He didn't get to celebrate before Shinsuke Nakamura attacked him afterwards to put the beat down onto him and continue to do the same thing that he did last week. Hitting that Kinshasa to the back of LA Knight's neck, laying him out and laying him back in the same position he did last week, setting the tone to be the next challenger for the United States Championship. Then we get to the course of things breaking down with Nick Aldis is trying to find out what happened with Jade Cargill. He's trying to get to his couple of suspects. Was it Nia Jax? Was it Candice LeRae? Was it Tiffany Stratton? Most of those ladies pretty much declined that they had any kind of involvement with everything that took place. And he continues his investigation to find out what happened with Jade Cargill. Then we get to a backstage segment. We have the Motor City Machine Guns. They're in a discussion and talking with Johnny Gargano. When it comes to Johnny Gargano, he issued a challenge for them for the team championships. The decline is said that Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins is the ones that needs to be the runner-ups when it comes to everything. More importantly, the Street Profits were up in smoke, and they notified Johnny Gargano they're not feeling what happened with Tomaso Ciampa, and they feel like he's bad news. Then we can switch things off with Cody Rhodes calling out Kevin Owens, having a face-to-face confrontation. So much went with everything that took course of this actual promo. It was a lot of back and forth. He called him out. Both of them were trying to outdo each other with the best outfit. But more importantly, things really broke down talking about what happened with Randy Orton being taken out with the power driver. Kevin Owens did eventually come out. The security was trying to get in between both of them. And Kevin Owens blamed Cody Rhodes for everything that had taken place. And he blamed him for everything. But of course, they eventually end up having things going to a collision course. And he's going to take things into his own matter. And he will do things in his own time when Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens go to battle. Then we have the OG Bloodline. They're backstage. As we have Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and Jey Uso, along with Sami Zayn, rocking the new attire, the new apparel that you get on WWE Shop, as they have the OG Bloodline logo, as well as Sami Zayn got the Sami Uso new shirts, which I'm feeling it. More importantly, it was great stuff from what I was looking at with the apparel. And of course, they actually haven't found a fifth man yet, and they're still contemplating to figure out what the strategy is going to be, as Reigns is thinking, and he says he doesn't know. Then we get to a confrontation between Cody Rhodes and Carmelo Hayes. They have a situation over near the gorilla position, which leads to a match next week between Cody Rhodes and Carmelo Hayes as they exchange words, and things are going to mix it up once again. Hopefully they do not have that botch like they did a couple of months back, where they had a botch Cody cutter where they both just disconnect and missed big time. Then we get to the women's action as we have a tag team of Bianca Belair and Naomi taking on Tiffany Stratton and Candice LeRae. Of course, there was a lot of back and forth. Everybody from Wargames got involved. Bayley and Naomi were able to secure the victory, but more importantly, the heels came out, put the beat down to the ladies, and of course, everybody else got involved, including Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Nia Jax. We also end up having the big pop from Rhea Ripley coming out with a candlestick, taking everybody out and showing her dominance. I was surprised to see Nia Jax leave the ring, as she's supposed to be the big force dominant one, but Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez was the only two standing in the ring at the time when Rhea Ripley was handling business. But more importantly, is Bayley going to be the next one to join and take Jade Cargill's place? I don't know. But I'd like to know from you guys' actual feeling, how you feeling about this actual War Games. Do you feel like it was meshed together and really not important? Or more importantly, do you feel like it was just like rushed and just whatever it is, they just trying to fit it on a card just to have a women's division for the War Games? Then we switch the gears over to Montez Ford taking on Tomaso Ciampa. This match was great. It was actually listed as Tomaso challenged Montez forward to a great match. A lot of back and forth for everything that happened. After the match, even though Montez Ford got the victory after a stacked pinfall, Tomaso Ciampa went on offense and put the beat down to him. More importantly, Angel Douglas came down, as well as Johnny Gargano, who was trying to calm down Tomaso Ciampa. He pushed him back down again and asked him whose side was he on. Is he on the Motor City Machine Guns and the Street Profits side, or more is he with his partner? He got to pick a side, or Tomaso's going to pick it for him. I feel like Tomaso's back to his black and gold self, and I'm enjoying every single bit and moment of what he has been doing. Hopefully, we get into the right direction of picking up the pieces for Tomaso Ciampa. Then we get to the last segment, the closing segment of the night. The original Bloodline and the new Bloodline having a face-to-face off. Solo Sikoa's with his crew. He's confident. He's poised. He calls out Roman Reigns. He comes out with the OG Bloodline, rocking the new apparel. And they get in the ring and they talk about every situation that's going on. Solo gives him a chance to say, surrender now or die where you stand at your feet. I was kind of surprised to actually see him actually say that. But before he was about to give the microphone to get an answer from Roman Reigns, guess who makes their return? The wise man. He goes through his whole stench. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I'm your wise man. More importantly, he made the call to say, it feel like it's unfair that it's 4-on-5, but he think it's deemed to have a fifth man. He said he has a fifth man for the OG side. CM Punk makes his return to the Friday Night Smackdown, the Blue brand. He comes out to a big pop. He runs steamrolling down, and the brawl was on with the Bloodline, and as well as with the original Bloodline alongside with CM Punk. So much took place as well as the Tongas were taken out by CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns hit a combination spear in the GTS as they looked on confused. But they gotta understand, CM Punk's the original Bloodline. He's been there since day one with Paul Heyman. That's his guy, and Paul Heyman knew he had to turn to somebody that was a Heyman guy. But I'd like to know how you guys feel about Paul Heyman being a face. I know he talked about he never wanted to be in a face position. Will he continue to be aligned with the new Bloodline, or is he going to turn on them? I'd like to know how things are going to turn on Survivor Series. It looks good. It's shaking up. More importantly, I'm loving the way how the outcome has turned out. They cut off the cameras before Roman Reigns was about to put up that one. We didn't get to see CM Punk hit the one or know if they're all aligned together. But it's going to be interesting as we lead up towards Survivor Series for Wargames. More importantly, where is Solo Sikoa's feeling about this whole situation? But more importantly, it's going to be a great match. CM Punk is doing back-to-back cage matches after he was in the brutal Hell in a Cell, making his official return. Now he's going into another cage for Wargames. He's really pushing all punches as he's winding down towards the end of his career. He's doing everything possible to put his body on the line to entertain us on a weekly basis. But more importantly, Smackdown was decent. I give it maybe out of 5 stars. I give it a 4.1 out of 5. They really stepped it up this week. They really kept us captivating. More importantly, I enjoyed the course of all the matches that took place for the men's and women's division. Chime down below and don't forget to smash the like button and hit the notification bell so you'll be up in arms knowing when a new video drops. More importantly, until the next episode, you guys be safe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.